From the back streets of El Salvador to the bustling cities of Japan, gangs hold a terrifying grip on communities across the globe. Some are infamous for their brutality, others for their control over criminal empires. Today, we're diving into the most dangerous gangs in the world, where they operate, how they rise to power, and why they are feared. These organizations have left their marks on history with violence, drugs, and organized crime. Stay tuned to uncover the terrifying realities behind the world's most dangerous gangs. Let's start with one of the most feared gangs on the planet, Mara Salvatrucha, better known as MS-13. With roots in Los Angeles during the 1980s, this gang was originally formed by Salvadoran immigrants who sought protection from rival groups. Over time, it expanded far beyond U.S. borders, spreading across Central America. MS-13 is infamous for their extreme violence, including brutal killings and extortion. Their motto, kill, rape, control, speaks volumes about their merciless tactics. MS-13's use of machetes to carry out their orders is a signature of their savagery. Today, Mississippi, 13 operates across 6 countries, and law enforcement agencies consider them a top priority. Despite this, their influence continues to grow, particularly in drug trafficking and human smuggling. Next, we travel to Japan, home to one of the most powerful and organized crime syndicates in the world, the Yakuza. Unlike many street gangs, the Yakuza operates with a strict hierarchy, code of honor, and rituals that have been passed down for centuries. With its roots going back to the Edo period, the Yakuza maintains control over various industries, including gambling, prostitution, and real estate. Their influence in Japan's economy is astonishing, often blurring the line between legal and illegal enterprises. While the Yakuza's violent reputation is well known, they are also seen as necessary evils in Japanese society, often stepping in to provide aid during natural disasters or settle disputes. Yet beneath the surface lies an empire built on fear and intimidation. Former Yakuza member interview. The Yakuza has evolved. They are smarter and more business-oriented now, but violence is always a part of their strategy. In Mexico, the Sinaloa cartel stands as one of the most notorious and dangerous criminal organizations in the world. Led by the infamous El Chapo, the cartel controlled vast portions of Mexico's drug trade, flooding the U.S. with cocaine, meth, and heroin. Despite El Chapo's arrest and imprisonment, the Sinaloa cartel remains powerful, thanks to its sophisticated network of smuggling operations. They dominate the drug trade through brutal assassinations, kidnappings, and corruption of officials. The cartel's control over key drug routes makes them nearly untouchable in some areas, and their ability to adapt to changes in law enforcement tactics ensures their continued dominance. From the streets of Calabria in southern Italy comes one of the most secretive and deadly mafia organizations in the world, the 'Ndrangheta. Often overshadowed by the Sicilian mafia, the 'Ndrangheta has quietly become one of the most powerful criminal organizations on the planet. With its deep roots in family loyalty and secrecy, the 'Ndrangheta controls much of Europe's cocaine trade. They have ties to South American cartels and generate billions of euros annually, often laundering their money through legitimate businesses. The 'Ndrangheta's structure makes them incredibly difficult to infiltrate, and their influence stretches from Europe to Australia and North America. Despite crackdowns, they remain a dominant force in global organized crime. Back in the United States, 2 rival gangs have terrorized the streets for decades, the Bloods and the Crips. Emerging in the 1960s and 70s in south-central Los Angeles, these gangs have grown into international symbols of gang violence and rivalry. Both the Bloods and Crips are involved in drug trafficking, extortion, and armed robberies. Their ongoing rivalry has led to countless deaths in Los Angeles and other cities where they've expanded. Despite efforts to dismantle these gangs, their influence remains strong, particularly through recruitment of younger members and alliances with other criminal organizations. Another dangerous Mexican cartel worth mentioning is Los Zetas. Known for their military-style operations and ruthless violence, Los Zetas was initially formed by deserters from the Mexican military. With connections to human trafficking, drug smuggling, and extortion, Los Zetas gained a reputation as one of the most brutal cartels in the world. Their tactics include public displays of violence, from beheadings to mass graves, all designed to strike terror into their enemies. Though law enforcement has made significant efforts to dismantle them, Los Zetas remain a force to be reckoned with in Mexico's ongoing cartel wars. Gangs like these don't just terrorize communities, they wield immense power that stretches beyond borders. While law enforcement battles these criminal empires, the reality is that many of these groups remain deeply entrenched in society. If you found this video informative, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more deep dives into the world's most dangerous organizations. And remember, stay safe and stay informed.